Hey there, YouTube. Welcome back to Shane Plays Spirit Island, episode 30. The thrilling finale to the, whatever that achievement's called. It's in the title of the video, you guys know. We're getting that achievement today. I've got 3 of my favorite spirits. Well, definitely 2 of my favorite spirits. The snake's a little bit of a tricky one, but I do love the amount of defending it can do. Elemental Aegis is one of the best powers in the entire game, and it's going to do some good work for us, I have a feeling. I just have to get my presence into the right places. Speaking of which, so since it defends in every land adjacent to it, and we know we are focused on the sands at first, I think it makes sense to get a presence into this mountain so that we can be adjacent to 3 sands. The other alternative would be this jungle for these 3 sands, but we do have a lightning storm down here, and lightning is pretty good at just wrecking things, so I think we'll be good there. Wrecking specifically towns. There are quite a few towns. The thing about the wave scenario, the second wave, third wave, etc., is it keeps adding extra towns for each new wave. So that's why there are so many towns on the board. And every single sand has at least 1 city or town in it, which is a little intimidating, I have to admit. But, get to pick 2 growths. Obviously, Add a Presence is going to be one of them. I like going here, 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 here. Get that second card play as quickly as possible, but after that, get to that Reclaim 1. And then eventually, obviously, we get the water, we get the earth, and then everything's great. And when I'm playing this solo, I usually have so much power already by the time I get down here that this stuff doesn't matter. I'm trying to think if the fact that I'm using these powers on other spirits... Yeah, I think that might not affect my power output. Anyway, we're going to be here. And we're also going to... Right, we can just gain 4 energy. And when you can gain 4 energy, just gain 4 energy. And we're going to absorb essence because we should do that early and often. Alright. Meanwhile, down here, lightning would love to destroy many, many towns. So that should be a goal for this turn that I think is pretty achievable. I think this is the best way to do it. So let's see, we're adding a presence at range 1. So let's go here. Got 4 to play with on 3 card plays. So basically, I have to choose between these 2, and this one seems like the obvious choice. And then everything else can go like that. Oh boy, this also means I'm going to get to Lightning's Boon on probably Thunderspeaker, because Serpent Rouses isn't going to really do anything unless I can combo it with other damage, which seems tricky. At some point I might try to do that with Raging Storm, but right now I think Serpent Rouse isn't going to do much, so probably Lightning's Boon is going to go on Thunderspeaker. Speaking of Thunderspeaker, we know how this works. I think there's no reason not to do this. Sudden Ambush isn't as good as it would normally be. Simply because we don't have a lot of places where we don't have any builds we can prevent with sudden ambush. Like usually sudden ambush prevents a build on turn 1, and in this setup there's no place with just an explorer. So I could do it like this. I think that makes a lot of sense. Because lead the Furious Assault, we can destroy a town in so many different places. Voice of Thunder, we can push into here, and then manifest to wreck things. Okay, I think I like this plan. So, Lightning's Wound goes here, as planned. The thing is, if I'm pushing into here with Voice of Thunder, then I don't really have a great way to get to into here to use Lead the Furious Assault there. So I think Lead the Furious Assault goes either here or here. And non-inland, or yeah, non-coastal, so inland lands, I generally prioritize. So I think we do this here. And then we can Voice of Thunder those two. Oh, hold on. Undo these things. Because I just realized I'm only going to end up with 2 Dahan and 2 Presence in here. So I actually want Manifest to be fast. So what we're going to do is we're going to Voice of Thunder these two. We'll be able to lead the Furious Assault in the slow phase, and we'll Manifest here. So we're preventing a build with Manifestation of Power and Glory, which is not a card that you often prevent builds with, but here we are. Cool. Good start, good start. I think we want to Harbinger these two into here. So if we destroy both of these towns, it also has disease. But we could destroy those towns next turn. Destroying those towns does not prevent, like, they're going to build cities in all the other places of towns. This place is not going to build a city. So we can potentially, might be a little tricky, but we can potentially take care of those towns in the fast phase next turn. So I think for this turn we want to prevent cities from being built, which means we want to... Oh, but we're not going to be able to reach elsewhere with this, because range 1 from a sacred site doesn't quite get us anywhere. Yeah. Okay. So I think Shedder Homesteads absolutely takes care of one of these two, and as usual, inland is more important. And then Thundering Destruction we do here. Alright. As far as Absorb Essence goes, I think Lightning Swift Strike is going to have a harder time getting presence on the board we're probably going to end up in a little bit of a reclaim cycle. Or at least we're very likely to. Whereas I think Thunder Speaker is going to be just fine on presence. So let's absorb Thunder Speakers first. I think we want to grab from here, since that's currently empty. And we don't need a Sacred Site for anything else this turn. Wasn't thinking about the fact that I gain an element from this. That means I can gather the warriors this turn after all, which is nice. I just realized I used both of my any spirit targeting powers on Thunder Speaker, which, like, I mean, it sort of makes sense that if I'm going to play 3 spirits, it's going to be Thunder Speaker and 2 spirits that can make Thunder Speaker stronger. So here we are. Alright. So they did come to the wetlands, which makes Lead the Furious Assault right here even better than it already was. As mentioned before, Serpent Rouses really doesn't do anything at this point. So, like, whatever. And then Gather the Warriors. That one's a thinker. We're gonna be able to defend for 3 here, but that's not enough to prevent the Blight. Or prevent someone from dying, even if we also do sudden ambush here, which I don't think is a good idea. We could potentially move down here. Let's see, we've got 2 and 2. So I could take these 2, put them here and here, and then we could defend here. I think that might be our best bet. Alright, I've talked myself into it. We're definitely taking some Blight this game. Let's not mince words. But we do have 8 Blight on the card, so that helps. But it definitely doesn't help that they're going to Ravage in the Sands. And there's just a lot of badness in the Sands right now. Okay. So. As previously mentioned, Lightning really wants to reclaim. Yeah, I think we do that, and we look for a defend card. We found a little defend card. It's not a big defend card. We could also just get the Dahan out of the place where they're in danger. Here There Be Monsters as a fast card is intriguing. I don't think it helps enough. I used this in a recent game to, well, a friend of mine used this in a recent game to Marvelous Effect. But I think that was primarily because he had a way to repeat it every turn. So he was giving me 4 energy, I was reclaiming 2 cards, and then he was reclaiming 2 cards, and it was really good. As a single power, especially without the elements I need, I just don't think it's quite there. I think I want to just get the Dahan out of here. So we're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5. I'm gonna try and defend these, but I can only defend for 3, which is rough. Yeah, it's tricky. Tricky. Of course, Thunder Speaker could go fast again, which means Thunder Speaker could get some Dahan elsewhere. Yeah, it's just not going to be enough defense. Alright, well. Could technically reclaim Add a Presence. That gets me up to 2 card plays. Lets me absorb again. If I have 2 absorb, then this is a defend 4, which is almost enough. Okay. If I do it here, that could work, even as a defend 3. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna reclaim with Snake. I think Snake is going here. I think Snake is hitting the gas on that energy, grabbing this. Ooh, and that gives me the chance to potentially... Tricky. Alright, so let's say you're making someone go fast. Shattering some homesteads and Harbingers of Lightning. Okay. That helps a lot. I wish I had an easy way to repeat a power. That would be sweet. I think this looks good. All right. I think we want to be here, and we want to be here. So I'm getting to do a fast gather the warriors. Okay. So I think I want to play this card first. And I think Thunder Speaker has the most options for where to use it. So once again, we're doing this. Okay. This helps a ton. this is a better card for Thunder Speaker personally, but I think I have to choose this because I don't want to take quite so much blight. So now I can sap the strength here. I can shatter homesteads here. Elemental Aegis here. So now all of these places are defended for what they need. And they're all getting killed by Dahan. That's great. Let's see. Harbingers of Lightning we'll use to send you up that way. Thundering Destruction at this point might as well destroy this, although I could save it. Let's save it for the slow phase and destroy the town they're about to build in one of these two places. Lightning Spoon obviously goes here. Because Serpent rouses this turn, is still only doing 1 damage. It can potentially push a town, but that doesn't help any... That doesn't help this place. Although it could. With a Gather 3, push 1, I could get in there. Oh, no. No, I'd have to have both of these be fast. Yeah. Well? Okay. We set an ambush into here. From up here. This is range 0. Okay. Alright, I have decided. This being fast doesn't help us. This being fast does. So, we're going to gather the warriors here. You and you for sure. And then I think probably you. Definitely you. Not sure about this one. I think I want to be more spread out. Finish pushing. Alright. Sudden ambush here. No gathering necessary. Okay. There's no events, so Words of Warning basically isn't going to do anything. But whatever. And I think, other than Thunder Destruction, which we're saving for slow, that's it. Love it. Also love it. Can't get enough. Not so great. Good times. Building in the wetlands. So it's worth noting, we figured out how to prevent all that blight. We took 1, but we are now at the starting blight for a normal 3-player game. So that's really great. Like, I'm feeling very good about that. Feeling less good about these wetlands right now, but, you know, these are some powerful spirits. We'll figure it out. So I think Thundering Destruction goes there. And Serpent Rouses, again, doesn't do a heck of a lot. It can push out of here, though, which is nice. That's one less wetland to worry about. I think long term, and not even that long term, Serpent is going to get a major power. And try to get a major power that can do a lot of damage in one place. So let's try grouping them. Alright. Cool. So, glancing at Serpent, could either gain a power card and add a presence, at which point we're still playing 2, but not really playing the 2 that I want to be playing. So I think Reclaim and add a presence is where we're at. We've got tons of power. There's not really a big downside to it. So let's turn the Ravaging in the wetlands. This place is next to 3 wetlands, and it's a place that I'm sort of wanting to focus on anyway. So probably we can just move from one of these 2 into there. And then when we add a presence, we can maybe even go a little farther reaching with it. Yeah. Yeah, probably right like that. Makes sense. Okay. So, as far as distant places where I'd like to add a presence, this board is already looking pretty cool. Honestly, things aren't bad down here either. I think we'll go here. Especially because we're going to start getting to the point where I can actually destroy towns with Serpent Rouses in Anger. With something like that. That's going to do 2 damage. Yep. So being in places with towns, so I can do this at range 0, is going to be great. Okay. And yeah, Absorb Essence is going to make Elemental Aegis that much better. This place still needs help. And lightning can certainly take care of this place. Okay. Think things are feeling under control. Speaking of lightning, we currently have 3 card plays. If we don't reclaim, we're playing 2 cards. Those 2 cards do not let us destroy a town. Yep, we're still on a reclaim cycle. It's just how it goes sometimes with lightning. Like, I feel like the reclaim cycle with lightning is unavoidable, but also not as bad as it is for a lot of other spirits. Purifying Flame looks amazing. It has the 2 key elements for the spirit. It also can remove Blight from sand specifically, which is where most of my Blight is. Like, Swarming Wasp I love, but I think Purifying Flame is where it's at. Okay. Cool. So, all of my powers have fire. So I just have to make sure... Oh, and all but one of them has air. So whatever I play, I'm going to get to destroy a town. So I don't have to worry too much. Alright. You're obviously reclaiming. Let's see what minor powers you get. As usual, my first preference is air. As usual, Sky Stretches to Shore. Like, I should think about it, because I did underestimate last game, and the use it slow as a fast was good. But, like, Lightning just has a straight-up better version of that. Promises of Protection is probably better. And, like, I've already taken a card without air. Somewhere in here. Yeah, Sap. Although Sap benefits from air, so that's nice. But yeah, I'm not going to have all Fascinate turns all the time anyway. So maybe we can just rotate it, put my non-wind cards on the same turn, and then have all wind turns on other turns. Alright. I think Call to Migrate is the obvious choice. It has wind. This one has wind, but all it does is add fear. This one moves around Dahan, which is part of my game plan anyway. It has Animal, which helps remove more Dahan. It's just a great card. Fire, etc. Okay, so I think things are somewhat handled. Definitely we need to figure out how to deal with this place. It's going to have a defend 4 on it, so if Thunder Speaker can get over there and add defend 3 more, or just do defend 5, that would work. But I think the defend 3 is going to be very plausible. I don't have any Sacred Sites, so I think we're going to be relying on Lightning's Boon to get us to go fast. At that point, we're going on Gather the Warrior's Propulsion, probably gathering this and as many as I can like that. Yeah, it seems to be the route. Got one more card play. It should definitely have light in it. We've already discussed I don't have a Sacred Site. I don't have an easy way to make one. So probably this is the right call. I could also manifest this turn, but I don't know where I would do that. So I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so Lightning is feeling a little broke right now. So definitely playing Harbingers of Lightning, because that's free. And then one of these other two. I think we're just gonna purify a bit. Alright, so Boon, as usual. Thundering Destruction, boom. Always a good time. Purifying Flame, probably we start cleaning up, like... Oh, wait, I don't have a... My Sacred Site is not within range of Blight yet. So... This card doesn't really do anything. Gonna back things up just a skosh. Probably backed it up too far, that's fine. Alright, that's how we do it. So, Thundering Destruction, as expected. I think I want to go ahead and absorb one Essence from Lightning Swift Strike. It feels bad because, like, I've only got 3 presents on the board with that, but once we do this, that's going to be giving it extra bonus energy as long as it has 1 on there. So I think just 1 is a good idea. And we'll take it from here because Lightning does need Sacred Sites. This isn't really going to help much. So, yeah, maybe. Okay. So now I'm thinking about it. I backed up too far, that's fine. Boom. If we absorb like that, I've got lots of presents I don't need as much right now. Like, say, probably this one? And then I can have 3 light, which is pretty cool with Gather the Warriors. We can now go all 3 of these over here, which is just going to wipe this place clean. And I can Voice of Thunder to make sure this place gets wiped clean as well. This is doing great things here. This is doing the rest of what I need here. Okay. Let's see. I know I've sort of been pushing things back and forth with this, but I think we're gonna keep doing that, generate some more fear, and get Thunder Speaker over here. Okay. So... undo that. Do that here. That gets us in the right place to use Rites of the Land Rejection here. And so they don't build. Two fear cards, love it. Always a good time. Are there more powers? Oh, I could command beasts. What does that do for me? Nothing here. Basically a fear here. And, oh, it prevents a build here. Or no, that's a Ravage. Yeah, let's save it. Alright, that could do some cool things. Fascinating. So we've already dealt with the wetlands quite sufficiently. Definitely this is fantastic, because they're not going to build here, and then now the Ravage here is great. Probably... I don't think any of the other mountains really matter. And on the wetlands, it's just going to go away. So what I really want is jungles or sands. But there might not be any targets. Oh, this one. Yeah, let's do that one. Oh, and I've got another one. Jeez. So yeah, can't target here because it doesn't have any of those. Nothing, 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 nothing. Alright. So at that point, we're not going to be doing a lot with it. I guess a mountain? Eh. He's probably dead next turn, but whatever. At least it's not just vanishing this turn like it would have. I think another thing I like about Serpent is it can get quote unquote like caught in reclaim cycles, but its reclaim, since it has like the pick 2 growth, really isn't bad. Like you can do a reclaim and then add presence, and so you're still getting presence on the board while you reclaim every turn. And it has just fantastic powers. Like this power, especially when combined with this, is just amazing. Alright, so we are getting to do 2 damage this time. I think my Elemental Aegis is going to be in this jungle. So here, here, and here. So if we can find towns aside from that, particularly in mountains, but I don't seem to have any that I can affect that way. Like these 3 mountains, really these 2 mountains. Really this mountain. This mountain is the only mountain I'm worried about. Turns out I'm not that worried. So I guess I can just use it anywhere. Probably starting near the middle of the board. Yep, that seems great. Okay. So I do think Snake wants to reclaim, so I can keep doing that same turn over and over again until I become amazing. I don't know that I need to move presence around that much. I guess it might be beneficial. Oh, I forgot they were gonna build in the jungle. That was a better idea than I realized it was. Let's see here. Feels like maybe, whoops, that was a misclick. Try it again. Feel like that. Alright, then we're definitely adding another presence. And we're gonna toss it like down here. Which means, yes, apparently I haven't done this on this computer yet. Yep, anytime we can add an element of our choice all around here. Okay, so we're obviously playing these 2 cards again. At that point, I can either get a plant energy, which will be very nice for everybody, give some energy out, or I can get a 3rd point of damage on Serpent Rouses, but I don't think I'm going to have a lot of great targets for that. I guess they're maybe going to build a city here, but no, I'm trying to prevent that. So yeah, let's get Serpent Wakes and Power going. I think that'll be good. Okay, so I think we can finally afford to not take a reclaim turn down here. If I gain 3 energy and add a presence, I can play any 2 of these cards. I really want to play 3 cards, because I need 3 elements. Alright, we're taking it one more time. I promise this cycle ends soon. Don't skip ahead to this video later in this video to find out. Gift of Living Energy can be very helpful, particularly for Thunder Speaker. I think that's what we're going with, because we want fire on basically every card. Okay. So yeah, I should be good. Let's see. I'm gonna want to make Thunderspeaker go fast so that she can deal with this. Although she's maybe gonna be able to deal with that anyway. Let's actually work on her first. So she's getting plenty of energy. Just becoming enormously powerful. Thinking this could go here. That's pretty far away from where I have anything. And then maybe let's own a sacred site. Could be good. Heard people like it. Alright, and this turn, we could have the turn where everything goes fast, including where all my innate powers go fast, but it doesn't actually solve this problem because I don't have 2 light. So instead, if I go like that and let lightning make me fast, then I can gather in, lead the Furious Assault, and everything's looking cool. Yeah. Yeah, this seems good. Oh yeah, and then I can call to migrate somewhere and manifest and just do loads of damage somewhere. Cool. This looks good. So yes, we are definitely going to Lightning's Boon. Still can't play that. I think we do that again. Okay, so probably now is the time. Sorry if you're hearing Discord messages. I'll go ahead and close that. It's not your Discord, I promise. All right. Right. Lightning's Boon obviously can be first. Absorb Essence. I think we finally want to take from Lightning. And we'll scoop up this one. And elements don't much matter. But that extra power is nice. This goes here. It's up to a defend 5, which is glorious. Probably want Harbingers of Lightning to destroy some folks. Possibly Rites of the Land Introjection as well. Alright, let's deal with this situation first. We're going to gather. And we're going to lead. I'm thinking Promises of Protection. Oh, it needs a sacred site. But it's 2 from a sacred site. That technically means this place. Or this place, more accurately, because it's gathering. So let's get them in there. then we can... Harbingers is push. Hold up. Like so. Reject. And finally, Thundering Destruction. Right there. I love it. Alright. We're finally going to start adding presence with you again next turn. I just feel it. Okay. Would command beasts be useful this turn? Nope. Alright. Finish using powers. You absolutely love to see it. This does feel a little like I'm not challenging myself enough for this achievement, but you know what? Sometimes you just want the achievement. Coastal Lands is a little rough, not gonna lie. It's just a lot of exploring they're doing. Alright. So, probably the place I want to manifest is here. This is a coastal land. I can get 6 damage worth there with Call to Migrate. And it's the biggest place right now. Yeah. So let's... have a big ol' migration over this way. Manifest. Everything's great there. Okay. Serpent Rouses. Right here. Because now that Ravage doesn't matter. Serpent Wakes. Pass out some power. Okay. As promised, I am not reclaiming with Thunder this turn. Question is, where do I want my new Sacred Site? Because I think Sacred Sites are definitely where it's at. I can put one at range 2 with this. And I think I want to climb this track. Probably the center of the board is the right answer. So like here? Yeah, it feels right. Look at that. I've got choices. There's some good stuff over there. Okay. Meanwhile, Thunderspeaker, who's already feeling a little wealthier than usual, can now reclaim 1 and then play all 3 cards. Probably here. Probably more manifestation, please. I think Thunderspeaker should take a major power soon. Alright, over here, we could certainly keep reclaiming. Ooh, ooh, no. We're gonna finally get to add a presence that lets us reclaim one. We can nab Aegis and just play that every turn regardless. At which point, like, I'd love to just straight up gain a major power right now, and maybe that's good, because, like, these two I basically don't use. I always feel weird for getting innate powers, but I think it's actually a good idea most of the time for most spirits. So, gaining a major. Alright, Serpent. Well, I mean, when you can play Rapid Wings of Sunlight, it's hard to say no. Um, Fire and Flood is obviously very appealing. I will need a Sacred Site, but that's easy enough to accomplish. And my cards do have a lot of those symbols on them. Plus, I think my board has those symbols on it. So maybe Fire and Flood is better. I certainly would love to hit this place real hard. Okay. I think I may have talked myself into Fire and Flood. Obviously, if it was Thunderspeaker getting this, Rapid Wings of Sunlight is just the best card. Like, there's never any reason not to take it. But I think Fire and Flood might be better here. Alright. We're grabbing that. We're forgetting this, because I don't think it's relevant anymore. We are creating a Sacred Site using this. Alright, where are we going to defend this turn? None of this needs it. So it's probably going to be... that doesn't need it either. So it's going to be here. Somewhere in this region, anyway. I guess probably Lightning can take care of this one, so probably we want to defend here. So we'll make our Sacred Site here. That is 2 away from this. I can't add presence to Blighted Lands. I can only move it into Blighted Lands. Alright. That's still fine. I can still target from there and have my Sacred Site be here. Yeah, no, this works great. Okay, so then we do this, and we do this, and we get an extra of this, and we're doing super good. Just loving life as a snake. Okay. So this place is covered. We'd love to put some Dahan there, but otherwise it's fine. I forgot I'm also playing Sap the Strength of Multitudes. I didn't technically need to reclaim that. I could absorb Essence, but, like, at this point, I can already have 10 presence on the board, which is like... what do you start with? You only start with 1. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's not a lot of reason to go past that, but I guess I could. Yeah, let's do it. So undo, back to that reclaim. And reclaim this instead. And we can just keep absorbing from Thunderspeaker because she has presence all over the place. And do it this way. Love it. Okay. Over here, we are still in a position where no matter what we play, we're good on having my innate power, which will be used here. Raging Storm. Anytime I see more than one explorer, Raging Storm is a really nice idea. So I may as well do that. I still didn't manage to put a sacred site within 1 of Blight. Good job. Should have put it here. This is where my sacred site should be. Wait. Hey. Alright, we figured it out. So we play that, and we play that. Cool. Okay. So. Gift of Living Energy. Almost feels like I should give it to a snake at this point, because spending 7 a turn is hard, even for a snake. I might just keep playing this until everything's dead. Thunder Speaker is up to 2 a turn. Let's see. Next turn, I've got 4 right now. Yeah, let's toss that over there. As discussed, this goes here. This goes here. Whoops. That was a slight missed target. That goes here. Thank you. And then I actually don't have enough air to make this go fast, but I don't care. So, sap the strength here. Sudden ambush I should probably use to prevent a build. There's so many potential builds to prevent. Let's see. So we've basically got 2 places building here, 3 here. Ooh, right now, this is going to be a big issue. And I don't have a way to gather fast. So I could ambush in there, it kills 1 guy, and then kills the town during the Ravage. And then they only build a town instead of a city. Or, since I'm going to have 2 targets for Fire and Flood, the second target could be there, and I'm getting 8 damage each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, don't worry about that place. Snake has it under control, I think. Oh no, that's too far. I put my sacred site here. One of these targets is only 1 away. So this is going to be the second target. So this one is a problem. Let's ambush it. Alright. I think this is the time to use beasts. We're going to do a damage here. This one is going to move here. And this one, honestly, kind of a fear, but I think I'll just do the damage. We do have 2 fear cards lined up, which is nice. As planned, absorbing here. I kind of like our distribution right now. I think this one's in a less useful spot. That, obviously. Okay. I guess I'm going to use that to bunch up explorers to prevent some builds. So, gather into here from here. gather into here from here, and gather into here from here. Inconvenient, since I just killed everyone who was near monsters, but I guess I can prevent builds now, because I can go like that, and like that. And then maybe we just clear this board. Definitely that. Feels a little like I've been in like just finish things up mode for half this game, but we're gonna get there. Alright, so Fire and Flood is going to attack this land from here, as well as hold on. Fire and Flood. Use it here. Choose the second target land here. Choose a land to deal additional damage here. Choose a land to deal additional damage here. Choose a land to deal damage. Let's do it here. Oh, look, it kills everything. And then over here, it kills everything. Okay, that's going very well. There are not a lot of towns on the board, now that I'm looking at things. Purify that. Helps our score. Because that's where I'm at, apparently. Can almost just win. Which is nuts. Think I can win next fast phase? Cool. Alright. Serpent Rouses is not going to do anything. But I'm going to yeah, I don't see a way to make it work this turn. So we'll just gather here. And then do some of this. And some of that. Alright. And then this turn I just do a fast phase, kill that town. I have so many ways I can do it. We'll reclaim, get some minor powers, not pay too much attention to them. Looks like I'm getting the achievement. Friendos. You can do some reclaiming. I guess move this here so you can help be one of the people who could kill everything. You never really got to fully wake up. Sorry about that, but I guess have another sacred site? Nope, not on Blight. How about this sacred site? That looks good. You get to reclaim. Get minor power. Grab that one. Alright. And then it's literal, like, just this and this and this, and then I can win with my innate powers. Do a little bit of, like, this and this for style points. Not in range to get rid of another one, so... some stuff. Don't think there's any reason to play any other powers. We just lead the Fierce Assaults. Heck, I need to first get people in there. We gather the warriors. Then we lead the Fierce Assault. And then we win. Alright. Thanks everyone for watching. Obviously that was not the most tense game of Spirit Island ever. I definitely should have used an adversary for this challenge. If I ever come back and do it again, I will. But I sure did unlock All Hands on Deck. I also unlocked, what is it called? Let's see here. Red in Tooth and Claw. Win at least one game with each spirit from Branch and Claw and Promo Pack 1. Yep, I did that too. Cool. Neat. So yeah, I don't know about the future of this series. I think... So when I play on my phone recently, I've been using Quick Play a great deal. It's a lot of fun because you can choose how many people you want to play as. I usually prefer one, but that's because these things get long when I'm playing as 3 or whatever. And then you can kind of, like, pick a difficulty rating. Probably not one of these, but, like, this is usually, like, I can definitely win. This is, like, it's gonna be trickier. And because it just sort of shuffles in all the different possibilities for scenarios and everything, it's like, you know, a good time. So I might do some of those recorded, but again, like, have to find time to record and can't just mess around on my phone. So anyway, thanks for watching. I think that was the fastest of the 3 Spirit games. Yeah, looks like hour and 13. Not bad at all. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time if there's a next time. Bye!